weather at full speed right now, as a matter of fact, quite literally, from intense wind speeds to heavy snow and ice. It is extremely important for you to know how to handle all this.
Yeah, and because this weather is so hazardous, you may be wondering what your legal responsibilities are when it comes to clearing out all the snow. Well, we had Delmarva Life Sydney Whitfield take a quick trip to Tunnell and Raysor, PA, in Georgetown to get a little lesson on the Delaware winter weather laws.
Icy surfaces and accumulated snow. Both things we all need to pay attention to when winter weather arrives. Taylor Trapp is an attorney at Tunnell and Raysor, PA in Georgetown. She says this time of year brings its own set of legal issues.
When winter weather strikes, we always see an increase in car accidents. We also see issues around the house where people are concerned with slip and falls near their sidewalks, on their driveways caused from snow and ice.
She says the state of Delaware has a very particular law when it comes to snow and ice removal.
So in Delaware, we actually have this very interesting rule. It's called the continuous storm rule. Essentially, what that means is that you are not responsible to clear off your sidewalk of snow and ice until the storm that has caused that condition has completely stopped. This rule stays in effect even if the storm has weakened in strength or you even started to clean up a little bit and then stopped.
And if you're renting your home, Taylor says that responsibility varies.
That's completely going to depend on what the lease says. Generally, however, though, if you're renting a house, the lease tends to say that you're responsible for the entire premise and clearing off snow and ice. Whereas with apartment buildings and complexes of that kind of nature, normally the lease states that those common areas are to be cleaned up by the landlord, which in a situation if you had a guest of a tenant fall in an apartment parking lot because the snow and ice wasn't cleaned off, that's one of those situations where the landlord could be responsible for those injuries. But again, it depends what the lease says.
Unfortunately, slip and fall incidents happen all the time. Taylor says there are some things to keep in mind if someone falls on your property.
If someone slip and falls on residential property, obviously first make sure the person's okay, get them any medical treatment that they might need. But then it's going to go back to the fact of should you have already cleaned off the sidewalk or not. That can play a role into it. But if it's just a guest who's coming to your house, then you are not responsible for anything that's open and obvious or telling them of any concealed conditions, which ice could be considered a concealed condition. You'd only be liable in a court of law if you did anything that was done on purpose or maliciously.
She says there's a reason why property owners typically aren't at fault for this.
Delaware has something called the guest premises statute, which is very unique to the state of Delaware. Delaware law says that as you have a guest or a visitor who's at your house who's not giving you any type of money to be at your house, that you are not responsible or liable if they get injured on your property unless you did so intentionally with a wanton or willful manner, which essentially just needs to be something that you did that was very, very egregious, that raises way above the level of normal negligence.
And to avoid slip and falls, Taylor says there are some key things to look out for.
They should attempt to kind of prevent some of the ice from forming. They can do that by salting before a storm happens, but also look around your property at trees. Is there a tree that if a bunch of snow is going to fall on it, is it going to have an issue? Will the branch fall off? Will it land on a car, your property, or another person? And the same goes with roofs. If you don't check on your roof every once in a while and a big storm comes through, the weight of the snow could cause issues and it could collapse in and injure people.
And even though it's important to make sure you know your legal obligations, it's even more crucial to continue to look out for others during this harsh winter weather.
And Taylor also says to keep in mind that the guest premises statute does not apply to a business property. And just a reminder, Taylor was specifically talking about Delaware laws. Maryland and Virginia laws may, of course, vary.
Right, yeah, so you got to watch out for that. Just be careful.